What's up everybody, it's me Charlie, and first impressions of Moonstone. Moonstone have been out for more than 24 hours, and I think most of the experimenting has been done. A lot of different builds have been created. Not exactly entirely different builds per se, but different kind of sub builds. Alright, some people have been, playing Tribunal with Moonstone. Alright, so you go big in one lane and then you Tribunal, and then you play Tribunal. Some people have been, I will say this is the most interesting and successful ongoing shell. We should be Ravona. We should be using Ravona Iron Man, Mystic, Moonstone, circling around these 4 cards. So basically, you get Ravona down, and then you Moonstone into that lane, so you get doubles 2 Ravona's effect in a sense, right? Making for a very cheap Iron Man, making for a very cheap Mystic, right? And then you play Iron Man, you play Mystic for your finishing moves. So yeah, there's another version that is pretty popular, and probably the one that I'll be playing most because it seems fun. We should be Cerebro 6, right? But having said that, the best Cerebro deck is still at best a B tier deck, because Cerebro decks run into a lot of issues, location issues, facing affliction decks. Alright, of course you can argue that you can throw in a Luke Cage, but when you have to throw in a Luke Cage just to make your deck viable, alright, it's not even to fight against the affliction effect. It's just so that your Cerebro still works, you see. So it's a very very big difference between putting Luke Cage into a deck and putting Luke Cage into a Cerebro deck, right? When you take up that slot, it really negatively affects what else can you put into a deck. Alright, we only have 12 slots in a deck, so yeah. But in any case, some people have been having fun playing Cerebro 6. I think it will be fun as well, so I'll probably be playing Cerebro 6 quite a fair bit after getting Moonstone, right? But not a good deck, alright? You have to know that it's just a fun kind of deck, alright? It won't be an A tier deck, right? So yeah, at the moment I would say Moonstone is pretty average. Don't feel bad if you are going to skip Moonstone, okay? Because at the moment now she isn't great. You'll be seeing a lot of content creators hyping her up. No, but no, she isn't good at all. She's just average. But having said that, the reason why I'm getting her and why you should be getting her if you have the resources is she has really shown a lot of promise. She's showing a lot of promise right now, and she's going to age very well. She's the card that will become better as the game goes on, as more 1, 2, and 3 cost ongoing cards are created. Okay, Moonstone is just going to get better and better and better. Okay, so do bear in mind that next month's season pass, I think, is Sam Wilson. Alright, and the effect is ongoing as well. So that can also make Moonstone a very viable card in that sense, into making the Captain America's fantastic. Okay, so if you are gunning for, if you have an eye on next season's card, Sam Wilson, Moonstone is probably something that you want to get as well, right? So yeah, these are the reasons to get Moonstone. But if you do not get Moonstone, if you don't have the resources to get Moonstone, it is fine. It is 100% perfectly fine. Alright, especially this week, I would say it's not a very great week in that sense, right? Black Swan is a card that is very niche, restricted to just bounce decks, and if you like playing a lot of 1 cost Hit Monkey, She-Hulk kind of deck, right? So yeah, not a great card either. Not exactly a card that you need to have in your collection, right? I have Black Swan. She's just sitting there in my collection whenever I do not play Bounce. Nocturne, I think it's very difficult for Nocturne to make a comeback into the game, because right now, if you do not care about the location change, Rocket Raccoon and Groot absolutely outclass Nocturne. So our concern is, will the location changing ability be very important again? That will depends on magic decks becoming very popular again. Honestly, I feel that even if magic becomes popular again, very popular again, Nocturne may struggle to make a return, because there are just so many cards that basically has overtaken Nocturne, right? So yeah, I don't think Nocturne is going to make a comeback to the game. Yeah, so this is not exactly a week that you need to be very concerned about gunning for the cards in that sense. Alright, so yeah, this is my take on Moonstone. Let me just wrap it up again. Right now, she's a very average card, but she does have potential going forward. And as the game progresses, there will be more 1, 2, and 3 cost cards that are ongoing, and it's going to snowball very nicely. So if you do have the resources, do go for Moonstone as some form of investment in that sense. But don't feel bad if you decide to skip Moonstone for this week. Right, and without much further ado, I'm going to open for Moonstone. Wish me luck. I hope I want kit. Please let me one kit. Oh, I got Blink. Hang on, let me check. Because okay. Honestly, I think Blink is a tad boring. But she's probably still a good card, right? But I don't particularly enjoy playing her decks, I would say. Okay, so she's coming up on February 12th with Thunderbolt Ross, Nebula, and yeah. So Nebula, I already have her. So Thunderbolt Ross, when your opponent ends a turn with unspent energy, draw a card. Okay, this is a card that I thought isn't. This is a card that Thunderbolt Ross. I haven't done a review, but I honestly think Thunderbolt Ross is not exactly a fantastic card. Right? I do not think that there's a problem drawing 10 power cards. So yeah. Alright, give me Moonstone now. Okay. I got Moonstone, I got Blink. I would say not a bad draw. Yeah, not a bad draw, honestly. Because I honestly prefer getting Blink rather than Nocturne. Since Thunderbolt Ross week is likely to be a skip for me. So yep, that's fine. Alright guys, hope you guys have much better luck than me. The best thing to get is obviously to 1 key Moonstone. But well, I can't complain. 2 keys, 2 Series 5 cards, 2 new Series 5 cards. Best of luck to you guys as well.